Hi, welcome to our video. In this video, we will discuss about hometown rituals and celebrations. In here, why is it important to discuss? Because as a concern as Indonesian people that have different and many culture inside, we have to be united in diversity. So before begin our video, let me introduce myself. My name is Stella Dulla with student number 231214012. And this is my friends.
Hello everyone, my name is Theresia Gita Kusumastuti.
So before I share about my traditions, culture, and rituals in my hometown, let me share my personal background. So my father is from Ende, Flores, East Nusa Tenggara. He always share about his experience in his hometown, about the traditions and rituals that he experienced it. And I ever twice go there in my father's hometown. Basically, it's also my hometown. And is it very interesting to discuss the culture and traditions in there. So for the discussions, I choose Patika Dua Bapu Atamata. So what is this? Why the name is very long? So basically, Patika Dua Bapu Atamata is a traditional ritual performed to honor ancestors and ask for blessings. So there's also have many people inside them, has a family, social culture, and others peoples. They gather together and then they begin the traditional rituals in Danau Kelimutu. So Danau Kelimutu is a place for them to doing the rituals and perform to honor ancestors and ask for their blessings to our life. So I ever once go to my father's hometown, in my hometown, to visit my grandparents in 2018. So my family and I've decided to visit my father's hometown in that time. And then while traveling, we decided to go to Danau Kelimutu to see how is the Danau Kelimutu look like. But we accidentally witnessed it in the traditions, basically is Patika Dua Bapu Atamata in that place. It is very interesting because I never been seeing something that's very spectacular about the traditions, and see also I feel honored to experience this such of experiment because as a person that grew up in not basically my hometown, is it very interesting to know my traditions, my culture, and my background of my family doing in that place. And that time also I took some documentations and some pictures, and I provided here in these pictures that I took in that time during the ceremony and the ritual. So the focus on this Patika Dua Bapu Atamata is a traditional ceremony that plays an important role in the cultural identity of the Ende people. And these three pictures I show, the first pictures that have some instruments that they will giving some music, and then the second photos, it's the mothers singing to serve their music, their voice to honor the ancestor and nature. And the last pictures, it's have a tribal leader that giving some briefing to the local people or and the peoples to begin the ceremony in that time. And the ritual activities for the Patika Dua Bapu Atamata, so it's a traditional ritual that performed to honor the ancestor and ask for blessing. And this ritual is also usually held during the important moments such as there have weddings, harvest, celebration, family gatherings, community ceremonies, and others. So in these rituals also, the families prepare the offerings such as food, betel nut, and traditional items, and the elders lead the ceremony by saying traditional prayers and chants. And then people also wear traditional and their clothing, and the ritual is sometimes accompanied by traditional music and symbolic moments that show respect to ancestor and nature. For the cultural significance, this ritual is very important to the people of Ande because it connects them to their ancestor, their land, their culture identity. So it also teach the values such as respect, gratitude, unity, and responsibility toward family and community. Through these rituals, the younger generations can learn about their roots and their traditions. The local elders often say that honoring ancestors is a way to keep the harmony between humans, nature, and the spiritual world.
Okay, so I will tell you that my parents are from the same region, is Central Java, so I think I will find more similarities in our tradition. Okay, so in my hometown and where I was born, there is something called Selamatan. Selamatan is Javanese tradition in the form of a party or communal prayer aimed at asking for safety, peace, and balance in life. Selamatan is one of the most important and common in ritual Japanese society because it plays an important role in almost all phases human life. Selamatan is often found in various regions throughout Indonesia. Although there are differences in how it is carried out, this tradition essentially has a same meaning. The differences usually only in the name and some local custom in each region. The main purposes of Selamatan are ask for safety and protection from God, to express gratitude, to ward off the bad things or from the bad things, and the last to maintain social harmony between humans, nature, and God. And for the next, time and types of Selamatan. First, Selamatan Daur Hidup is a type of Selamatan performed to mark and pray for every important stage in a person's life. The example, birth, pregnancy, circumcision, marriage, and death. The second, Selamatan Peristiwa Hidup is a Selamatan performed when a person or a family experience a certain important event in life. For example, moving house, building or occupying a new house, starting a new business or job, and avoiding dangers or disaster. And the third, a collective Selamatan is a Selamatan tradition that involves all local residents, not just one family. It is usually held by a village or neighbor involving many residents and become a moment or togetherness that strengthens relationship between residents. And for the next, in general, to hold a Selamatan, usually invite neighbors or close family members, usually men, pray together, led by a religious leader or parent, and last eat together or distribute blessing for food to take home. The philosophical meaning of Selamatan: first, togetherness and equality, simplicity, balance in life, and the last, social solidarity.
After hearing our experience or our hometown rituals and traditional, so now we will share our discussions about similarity of the culture. So the Pati Ka2 Bapu Atamata from my hometown traditions, it's emphasize the respect for the origins of life, for the father and mother. It's also same for Selamatan, for Tesa's hometown tradition. So it emphasizes the awareness that human life is always connected to God. And the second one, both of the rituals form of the gratitude of life, safety and blessing received. And the third one, both of the rituals involve community or the family or people participations to strengthening the social bonds.
The differences I found between the two traditions is from Patika Dua Bapu Atamata from Stella's hometowns tradition is first respect for the origin of life from father and mother, and Selamatan from Tessa's hometown tradition, prayer for safety to God, and from Stella hometowns, connected to life, values, and family respect, and from Tessa's hometowns, held during important events like birth, moving house, and illness. And the last from Stella's hometowns, performed through symbolic words and respect gesture, and from Tessa's hometowns, performed through collective prayers and shared food.
After sharing our rituals and our ceremony or our traditionals on my experience and Tessa's experience, I have a personal reflections that from learning all this culture about Patika, Dua, Bapu, Atamata, and for Selamatan, I realized that rituals are not just about ceremony. They are a way to preserve the identity and pass on the values. And then all these rituals also shows that cultures help people to stay connected to their past while living in the present. And also in here, through this experience also we learned that the importance of respecting other culture differences and understanding how the tradition shape who we are and how this country, our traditions can begin well in our life.
To this day, Selamatan is still commonly found in Central Java, adapting to teachings of each religion and modern condition, while remaining a symbol of the cultural and social identity of Javanese people. So, my personal reflection after learning about various traditions through Stella's hometown tradition and my hometown tradition is that as a generation that continues to developing in today's modern era, I hope that I and all of us can preserve the tradition of each region. This is because fundamentally each tradition reflects the identity and culture of the region itself and contains deep and valuable meaning for the lives of the community. Okay, that's all from us, and don't forget to keep preserving the cultural tradition of your regions. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.